Welcome to Russian Made Easy with Mark Thompson. Mark has been teaching students from all over the world to quickly and easily speak Russian. And now, here's Mark.
All right, welcome to episode number 9. Today we'll learn how to talk about the things we want. But first, let's review by asking our friend about what she wants. Ask her, want coffee?
Хочешь кофе?
How would she ask, is there cappuccino?
Есть капучино?
Ask her, want pasta?
Хочешь пасту?
How will she ask, is there spaghetti?
Есть спагетти?
You thought she didn't like spaghetti, so ask her, you want spaghetti?
Ты хочешь спагетти?
Now imagine you're at your girlfriend's place. She intends to make dinner for you, so she opens her pantry to show you what your options are. All sorts of pastas and soups and so on. So she asks, what do you want?
Что ты хочешь?
Pointing to the spaghetti, you say,
Я хочу спагетти.
now listen again.
Я хочу спагетти.
So,
Я хочу.
translates as I want. Let's practice those two pairs. To make it more concrete, try tapping your chest. I know that sounds silly, but try tapping your chest as you say this. I want. Я хочу.
Я хочу.
And now gesture to your friend, or gesture as if your friend were across from you, and say, you want.
Ты хочешь.
One more time, tapping your chest. I want.
Я хочу.
Now gesture to your friend. You want.
Ты хочешь.
Great. Now, as I've mentioned before, there are lots and lots of food cognates in Russian, and one of the most popular in recent years is clearly sushi. I see sushi restaurants everywhere now in Russia and Ukraine, so try saying, I want sushi.
Я хочу суши.
But let's add now a truly Russian food to our vocabulary. We encountered this word for a moment in episode 7, but didn't officially learn it. So try saying,
Блины.
note the emphasis on that last sound.
Блины.
In America, we call them pancakes. In France, they're called crepes. And in Russian, they're called...
Блины.
But American pancakes are big and fluffy because I think they add baking soda to make the batter rise. But crepes and blini are very thin, and they usually roll them or fold them, adding various fillings. Through the podcast, I'll be calling them different things. Pancakes, crepes, sometimes just blini. So say, I want blini.
Я хочу блины.
Ask your friend, want pancakes?
Хочешь блины?
Now let's add one more very Russian word. Listen and repeat.
Чай.
So, what is chai? Well, when you pour boiling water over the dried leaves of the tea plant, the resulting drink is called...
Чай.
So, in English, the drink is called tea, and in Russian, it's...
Чай.
There's a simple power phrase for this one. Imagine someone has served you some very bad-smelling tea. Tell him, I wouldn't drink this for all the tea in China. Do you hear how the word chai is hidden in the word China?
Чай.
Anyway, ask your friend, want tea?
Хочешь чай?
Now, how will she say, no thanks, I want coffee?
Нет, спасибо. Я хочу кофе.
Say, I want tea and pancakes.
Я хочу чай и блины.
Until now, we've only been adding nouns, mostly foods, into these I want or do you want constructions. But we can also add verbs. In other words, just as in English, we can ask, wanna go, wanna watch, wanna eat, and so on. So here's a new verb for us. Listen and repeat.
Кушать.
One more time.
Кушать.
So what does it mean? Well, if you're thirsty, you'd say, I want to drink. But if you're hungry, you'd say, I want to кушать. So,
Кушать.
is one of the Russian verbs meaning to eat. So, in 2 words, ask your friend, want to eat?
Хочешь кушать?
Or, knowing she's hungry, ask her, what do you want to eat?
Что ты хочешь кушать?
Notice how we included the word you in the Russian version.
Что ты хочешь кушать?
Imagine you're mumbling to yourself as you shuffle into the kitchen one morning. Say, I want to eat.
Я хочу кушать.
Imagine calling out to your roommate, John, while you're in the kitchen. Ask him, John, want to eat?
Джон, хочешь кушать?
Some native speakers might have added the there. Listen.
Джон, ты хочешь кушать?
He asks, what is there?
Что есть?
Peering into the refrigerator, tell him, there is soup and there is salad.
Есть суп и есть салат.
He says, okay, I'll have the soup.
Хорошо. Я буду суп.
And now, here's your tip of the day from Russian Made Easy.
Do you know what a verb conjugation is? I know, conjugation is one of those fancy grammar terms I usually hate, but it's good to know, at least for today's tip. So in English, we say, I want, you want, they want, but Steve wants. Or, I go, you go, we go, but she goes. Why is it you go, but she goes? Because in English, there's a different conjugation for he and she. Well, in Russian, there are separate conjugations for each doer of the action. If you bear with me here, I'll Russify the English verb to want to kind of give you a feel for all 6. Listen, but do not repeat. I wanta you. To a friend, you would say, you wantaish? He wantayit. We wantayim. They wantayut. You guys wantayitya. Maybe you saw that there were 2 groups there. The first group is me, you, and that guy or that girl. In other words, there's just one person doing the action. The second group is we, you guys, and them. There's two or more people doing the action. And again, in Russian, each of those 6 doers of the action has its own conjugation, that is, a different ending to the verb. And we've learned 2 of them so far, the 2 most common. We learned the I form as in I want tea.
Я хочу чай.
And the you form as in you want pancakes.
Ты хочешь блины?
So where's the tip in all of this? Well, the absolute worst thing you can do is to try to learn all 6 conjugations at once. And yet, just this morning, I got an email from a frustrated student who is also taking private Russian lessons from a native speaker. The woman is not only making him learn all 6 conjugations right from the start, she's chiding him for not having them down, for not having mastered them. That really frustrates me because, yes, native speakers are experts, of course, at speaking Russian, but that does not in any way make them experts at teaching it. The fact is, conjugations should be learned gradually, one at a time. Do it that way and there's no sweat at all. The last new word for today is a tiny one. Listen.
Не,
One more time.
не.
So it sounds like niet, but without the T at the end. Nie. But to my ear, I only hear that full pronunciation when the speaker is emphasizing the word. When spoken quickly in the middle of a sentence, it really sounds simply like ni to my ear. Listen for it in this short conversation. I'm in my kitchen, and I'm taking some leftover pizza out of the fridge. So I ask my friend, «Хочешь пиццу?»
Нет, спасибо. Я не хочу кушать.
Did you hear «не» or just «ни»? Listen to her answer again.
Я не хочу кушать.
What she's saying is, no thanks, I don't want to eat. She might have phrased it with fewer words. Listen to this version. «Хочешь пиццу?»
Нет, не хочу.
There she's simply saying, no, don't want. In English, we can't really leave out the word I like that. We have to say, no, I don't want. In fact, we also need to add the word any, as in, no thanks, I don't want any. But in Russian, it's normal and grammatical to say just, no, don't want.
Нет, не хочу.
This time, using the word I, say, I don't want pizza. I want sushi.
Я не хочу пиццу. Я хочу суши.
In 3 words, say, Tanya, want tea?
Таня, хочешь чай?
How will she say, no thanks, I want coffee?
Нет, спасибо. Я хочу кофе.
How will she ask you, want pancakes?
Хочешь блины?
Tell her, no thanks, I want yogurt.
Нет, спасибо. Я хочу йогурт.
Or if you're not hungry, tell her, no thanks, I don't want to eat.
Нет, спасибо. Я не хочу кушать.
Imagine you're in your girlfriend's pantry as you two decide what to cook for dinner. She holds out a box of pasta. You frown and say, no, I don't want pasta. I want soup.
Нет, я не хочу пасту. Я хочу суп.
She then pokes fun at your picky eating habits. Listen.
Ты не хочешь пасту? Ты не хочешь пиццу? Ты не хочешь блины? Ты только хочешь суп.
There was a new word in there. Did you catch it?
Только.
Could you guess the meaning based on what she was saying? To check, please visit RussianMadeEasy.com. You'll find the answer in the transcript of this podcast. Meanwhile, in the next episode, we're going to have you play the role of interpreter. It's great practice, and you'll be amazed at how much Russian you've already learned. See you then.
This has been another episode of Russian Made Easy with Mark Thompson. For more time-saving tips and shortcuts for learning Russian, head over to RussianMadeEasy.com.
Ты только хочешь суп.